Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of our Seed Showcase series. Today we're looking at a seed which is quite close to my heart really, because this is the seed for my survival series, which also coincidentally is completely ruined by my old Xbox 360 world, so yeah, we're going to get a little bit of a balance here. But quite the cool thing that I've noticed about this world is the fact that like good 7,000 or 8,000 worth of blocks in the middle here is all snow biomes, tigers, ice spikes, snowy plains, snowy mountains, you name it, it's here. So I figured I'd want to show this one off because I know a lot of people like building in the big open snowy plain areas, especially if you're wanting to do like Game of Thrones inspired stuff and things like that and build yourself a giant wall. But let's go and float around and let's have a look at some of the features. So within a reasonable distance away from the spawn point, we have our very first village. Probably within maybe 50 blocks or so. Villages are really useful because you can get access to early food, some beds, villagers if you're wanting to mess around with trades. I also like the look of these spruce villages as well, especially these tiger ones where you got some houses that float like this. And if we have a quick look down here, you can see there's plenty of bread in there and some emeralds. Not too far away from that very first village, we can see just in the render distance over here, we have an igloo below me there, we have another village out over there in the plains biome, again, different style looking village which is really nice, and this is one of the villages where you can get one of the rare looking cats. Despite the fact that this is one of the zombified villages, it's always still worth having a look and seeing if there are any chests floating about. As you can see just off in the distance there as the render distance kicks in, you can see the part of an ice spikes biome. It's a fairly mediumly sized biome, it's quite decent for the amount that people will need, especially if you're in single player, but I always think that these biomes look prettiest by the fact that the snow layers are not just one thick on the top. Over here we have another village, again these unique style looking villages, especially in the plains biomes, the snowy tundras, they look really interesting. For those of you interested in Pillager Towers, we have the nearest one to the spawn point out over here. It's within about 600 blocks of the spawn point, which isn't too far off. You have some pretty nice rare gear, obviously a nice bottle of enchanting off the bat isn't too bad. They're pretty useless to be fair unless you've got villager trading going on, but with the local village just over there in the distance as well, it means you can set yourself up a good little trading hall and also have a nice pillager farm out over here. For those interested in where the other structures are in this world, the /locate command coordinates have been listed in the description below. For your local ocean monument, not so very local mansion, which I have come sadly to discover in my single player, and all of the other good stuff. I haven't done the end, or I haven't done the nether, because obviously the coordinates reflect 1 to 8, so if you're out here near the spawn point, the nether's going to put you at about 300 or so, and given the fact that my world, my single player, is very old, I can't exactly point out where they are without having physically explored out in the nether, and I'm trying to save that for 1.16. But thank you very much for watching, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I will see you all again in the next one. Bye bye!